Kittens. Let's see what my son did to Kitten. Looks like he partially unplugged it. And a silent meower. Okay, it's back up, but I gotta restart the oh, what do you know? I found the squeaky mouse. I brought the squeaky mouse out for the last group of fosters. I had to take it out because it wouldn't stop making a squeak in the middle of the night. Okay, cam 2 is broadcasting now. Should have sound. Let me know if you do not hear sound from cam 2. And I'll get their grub ready. Cam 2 is sound good. The way I got the cams 2 through 4 set up with sound so that I can mute it. For some reason when the cam comes unplugged it loses sound. I have to restart the broadcaster. Sorry Yvonne, it's gonna squeak. I expect a certain tabby to poop at it too. Not naming names, but he's a tabby. It's almost time for their eye meds too, so I'll go ahead and take care of that. I expect them to play with the squeaky mouse at 3 a.m. But I prefer that they don't play with the squeaky mouse for hours. Like from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. This new eye drops is every 6 hours. Pickles is totally biting relish. Sorry. I can mod just start those. I got my iPad with me if you want to keep CCing. Or not. He's not freaking out. Oh, good eyesight. Pickles saw my hand from the side and boink. Probably could see it on cam too. See, I'm hoping Peanut can keep his left eye because it's clear that he can definitely see something. He's tracking the toys. So Jalapeno's going to keep both eyes. His eyes never had really had a prop to begin with. The only other unaffected eye is Relish's left eye. Every other eyeball has ulcers of some kind, to varying degrees. Got a small little insect in here flying. He just buzzed my right ear.
Hi, kittens. Hi, kittens.
That's you. Yes, that's Squeaky Mouse on top. Pickles is a little poofed. And it's hard to tell if Tomato's poofed because he has a perpetual poof going. You're getting fat. You're gonna be a big cat, aren't you? Yes, you are. Mini poof. Tomato's fur is a little bit coarser than the others, but he's got all this crazy spiky fur, which is probably what I'm feeling. It's like guardian hairs or guard hairs, which he may shed. Peanut and Pickle's right eye are definitely coming out. The lens is trying to escape the eyeball. Although Pickles is looking a lot better than the picture I shared. On the fundraiser link on Perfect Dog's website, in a comment I posted a picture of Pickles' right eye when it was basically the worst. His eye is probably shrinking, which is releasing the pressure and probably allowing the lens to slowly move back in. Which also means less pressure and probably doesn't bother him as much. Remember how you were talking about snapping your fingers to train your cats to stop whatever they're doing? When my son was young, that meant come here. I got some nerve damage in my left hand, so that's a little bit harder. Fine motor control is not as good as it used to be. Because of that radial nerve damage. I think if Jalapeno climbed over the fence, I think I see how. I have sheet protectors along the fence, but it's folded back because it's too long. So now the sheet protectors are on the inside. I can fix that. Just open it up along the wall. Cows are wrestling. Moo. You are fat too. Okay, there's a weigh-in today. Let's go ahead and do that now. Then I'll do meds. Oh, first takedown. He's like, hey, I didn't break it. He broke it. See, he touched it. Ooh, you do have a meower. Did you like that? Isn't that a fun toy? Excuse me, guys. Beep, 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 beep. There's poop in that one. Take care of that. can tell already with the balance beam there, that's just a mistake because Relish is already trying to jump over. That's probably how I got over the fence anyway. Bless you. Back. There, more of an overlay. Weigh-ins are every other day for the rest of this week. If they all have good gains throughout the week, then that'll be it of the regular weigh-ins. Normally I stop at 2 pounds and switch to every other day when they hit 1, but they were pretty sick. And there's a lot of litter over here. Oops. Their eye antibiotic drip in my pocket to warm it up. I don't think it makes much of a difference. They don't really react to it anyway, but it keeps them from playing with it. Sorry for you Cam 2 viewers. I'll have to be moved in a moment. I'll be out of the way in a moment. I'm not making any major changes to the room layout in case Peanut does lose both of his eyes. Okay, the last weighing was 2 days ago, on Monday. Jalapeno weighed 1.33 kilograms, 1.39. That's a 60-gram gain. Relish was 1.33 kilo as well. 1.41. Looks like 1.42. $90 grams. Now these may seem high, but this is a 2-day gain. Okay, tomato was 1.11, 1.18, $70 grams. Okay, it wants to go to 70 now. So 1.17. Pickles was 1.01, 1.08. $70 grams. Hey you're cheating. Like, bugger off. Peanut was 1.05, and you can go back to eating after I weigh you. $1.11. That's a gain of 60 grams. Pretty much the same weight gain for everybody except for Relish, who gained a little bit more. Yeah, I keep forgetting to update the YouTube channel, but the current status on their neuters and eye surgeries is on the Critter Room Facebook page. Yeah, diabetes can cause loss of sensation, but mine is from nerve damage. I have 3 titanium steel plates in my left arm, and it was initially damaged from breaking the arm, and the doctor was fine until the doctor had to lift the nerve off the bone to slide a plate under and then stretched it. And then the second time was after a break up here that stretched the nerve a little bit. The first time I lost use of my left hand for 6 months, and the second time a month. But the second time I have some numbing right here and slight loss of fine motor control. Give you an idea of what it was like. I didn't have full loss. The radial nerve controls this muscle right here, which controls the tendons on the back of your hand. So basically, I could take my hand like this, I could make a fist, but then I couldn't open it back up again. I couldn't lift my hand at the wrist or my fingers at the knuckles. I was limp-wristed. I can go like that, but I couldn't lift it. I was in a passenger in a car accident the first time. Steering wheel hit right here and shattered my arm. Second time was a motorcycle accident. Almost got me discharged from the military because I was a programmer and I couldn't type because you got to lift your finger off the keys. The titanium's not infected or anything like that. To allow me to keep doing my job in the Air Force and my job after the second time. First time they created a device that strapped to my forearm and had a bar going over the knuckles. And there was a rubber band going over the bar through a loop, which was attached to a leather strap on each finger. So I pushed down, and when I relax, the rubber band would lift my finger back up. And after the second time I lost my hand, I made the same device. I think you might be mistaken about the metal itself getting affected. The metal can't get affected. The body may be rejecting it and then getting affection around the metal. About 8 years ago, an idiot on 520 trying to cross. I was in the carpool lane, traffic was moving. Idiot tried to go 90 degrees into my lane, and I was distracted by him. I looked forward, and the traffic in front of me stopped. I locked up. Basically, I was getting to a stop. Managed to swerve around the car in front of me off onto the median, or the shoulder, but my bike was fishtailing and it caught a crack and threw me. I still had control of the bike up until that point. Now the car that was right in front of me was a state trooper. So my first thought was, when I landed and rolled to a sitting position right next to his squad car, was, oh, that's convenient. He can call for help. Second thought was, ouch. See, Yvonne, she's probably thinking, man, why did I agree to CC? Yeah, I knew right away my arm was broken. And the first thing I did was try to move my hand. I was like, damn. An off-duty EMT was basically right behind me, so he was able to help me get my leather jacket off, my riding jacket. I was uncomfortable, but I wasn't in pain from it. After having my spleen removed to emergency surgery from that first car accident, kind of built up a really good pain tolerance level. You're so lazy. Hey, handsome. He just kind of melts when I start scratching his ear. Both Peanut and Pickles have both fallen asleep in my hand while I was cleaning their eyes. I haven't had to clean any eyes this in the last week. Big sigh. He took the screen, the video full screen. Made it hard to see the chat. He fell asleep. Yep, there you are. Let's get your meds. The mewtube was introduced this session after I was working with the mats over there. It's believed that Peanut is under threat of losing both eyes. The specialist took a lot of pictures and will be conferring with her co-workers and other experts. But since the procedures were canceled, no notes was written on the paperwork, so it's believed that Peanut was the one that were concerned about the other eye. Based on recollection of the vet techs and actually comparing their eyes, and that he's the one here that seems to have the URI. Hey, handsome. Quit with your twisting. No twisting. Everybody, let's twist again. Yeah, Peanut clearly has vision out of his left eye. So I'm hoping that'll be his saving grace. But I didn't actually talk to the relief vet, who's an eye specialist. She had already left by the time I got there. Hello, Tomato. It's your turn. Jazz paws. Jazz hands. Yay. Tomato's eyes were shockingly bad when he arrived. So seeing them as good as they are now, it's very encouraging. Another reason why I think it's Peanut is because Peanut's left eye looks worse than Pickle's left eye. I generally hold open their eye just enough to get the drop in there, and then I blink their eye for them about 5-6 times to get it through, get it fully in the eye. Okay, I gotta go now. I got work to take care of. That'll allow for some roll, but not too much. Enjoy the kittens. Have a nice day.